Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is Theseus from Theseus Gaming. Today we're playing 7 Days to Die Valmod, Episode 3. Hello everyone. So we're back. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go look around for a place to start digging our first bunker. The idea is to kind of dig into the ground. So I found a place and I'm going to go ahead and start digging in. And the first thing I want to do is make sure I can secure it with a door. So I'm going to dig in until I get to the point where I can put a door in, and then I'll put the door in and then kind of go from there and figure out what I want to do from there. So it's looking like we're getting just about to the point where I can craft the door and get it put in. I think one more block and we'll be there. And so then I go ahead and dig a couple more blocks in, just so I can make sure that that's where I really want to put it. So I was going to put a metal door, and then I just didn't have quite enough forged iron for it. Alright, so I get the door put in and start digging out the sides a little bit. I'm going to go ahead actually and frame up the entire hallway there. So it takes a minute, but you'll kind of get the idea here. It won't be too long until I start putting in the first frames, if I can get this stupid shovel to dig right. Of course, that one right there was kind of my fault, because I was the mouse, my right hand was drifting a little bit as I was shoveling out. So I realized that I don't have any frames, but I have like 100 or 75, I think, or give or take, frames inside. So I get the iron out of the forge, grab the frames. Oh, it was 92. Grab the frames, head back down out to the hillside. And I decided I didn't quite like where the frames were going to line up. So I kind of wanted them level with where the door was at, the edge of it. And we're going to go ahead and actually keep those upgraded as high as we can. So what I'm going to have to do is, off camera, I'm going to have to get a bunch of scrap iron. I didn't really like how you could see outside there, so I was going to dig out right above the door a little bit. And of course, I actually kind of made it worse. So I start framing in the rest of it here for a little bit. I'm not sure how deep I'm actually going to go with this. I do like a couple more layers there, and then, or maybe that was it. I think that was it. And then I go one more out away from the hallway to kind of give a little, I don't know what you would call it, an antechamber or something like that. That'll probably be where, if I'm out and about, I'm just going to put a couple chests in there just so that I can have a couple dump chests and that way I can just run in real quick and just drop whatever I've got and get back out to going and getting the loot. Now here we go. We're gonna go a couple more rows back. I don't dig too far. In fact, this is probably the only episode where I'm gonna do a whole lot of digging. Digging gets pretty boring here pretty quick. So there I decide that I want to try to plug those holes in the around the side of the frame there. So I was going to try to do it from the inside, but it wasn't going to work out quite well. So I grabbed some sod, and I noticed, well, that's not going to work because that's going to put a big old piece of sod in my doorway. So I head outside and start figuring out how I'm going to plug up them holes. So it was almost done there. There was just a little spot left. So I go ahead and craft a couple more pieces of sod. And another shovel, because I think my shovel was either at this point, it had already gone bad at this point. So I figure I'm happy with that right there. You can't really see out. So I close the doors and get back to shoveling a little bit. So I'm actually I think I just did 2 more rows. Shouldn't be too much longer here, and the digging will stop. So I was kind of thinking at this point we were kind of digging a little too long on camera. And I was like, oh, just one more thing, just one more thing, just one more thing, and I was like, well, then I kind of want to start getting the angled part going down here. I got a little bit hungry, so I went and ate something. And then I was thirsty too, or getting thirsty, so I went ahead and had a couple drinks. We do go back to digging for just a little bit. Like I said, this would be the only episode where there's a whole lot of digging. I'll do the rest of the digging off channel or off camera, and then I'll just show you as it goes. I think what I'm going to do is probably dig at night, and then go out and about and try to find things during the day. So at nighttime, there probably won't be too much more footage at nighttime. And here in just a minute, we're gonna go. I'm kind of going and looking for a house to start raiding. Maybe find some food. Food's kind of getting low. I just ate the last of the meat, and I've only got a few cans left of some basic canned foods. Sorry about that. It's kind of getting late here. So we throw another door in. We're going to keep the inner doors metal. That outside door is probably going to get replaced. I think we got like two more spots of dirt to dig out. And then we'll close the doors, head on out. Head back to the house real quick, dump some stuff. Or actually maybe we don't even, I don't think we head back to the house. We just take off. I'm looking at the map there, trying to figure out kind of which way I want to head. Make sure I'm facing the direction that I wanted to go. So, we're looking for a house, or, maybe even a city off this way. I don't really find anything. I check this pile out and find out that it was some lead. Pick up 5 rolls of duct tape, that's pretty good, in one spot. And then check this one out, some more lead, not a big deal. See the pig, decide we're gonna not get that pig, and then see the zombie. So we go after her. Nothing too special in the inventory. A little bit of food, a couple cans, whatnot. Missed that guy once. Didn't. I don't think. I didn't miss him again. Nothing real special in there. Here in a minute, we do end up finding a couple more zombies, and we go after them, and we find the pig first, and I missed a couple times. Then start heading after these guys. These are the explodey ones. I think I did run out of arrows. Actually, I ran out of iron arrows there. I didn't realize it, but I still had some steel-tipped arrows in my inventory. These guys are pretty crazy, running faster in the daytime. So, I'm trying to take out the bodies, and you can't even take out the bodies there. They're just gonna sit there. Find a potato. That's a good thing. That'll get us some food going later. Potatoes are in meat stew. Meat stew is actually the best food in the game. It replaces or fills a lot of hunger. It doesn't add any dehydration, and it adds a lot of wellness. Well, not a lot, but a lot compared to the other foods. So we harvest the piggy, and I think here shortly we go after another one. And I'm kind of disappointed because it got to the end of Little Peninsula there. There's no more houses. There's, it's not leading towards a city, which means that if I'm going to find a city, I'm going to have to go over some mountains. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but... And that pig, that was weird. That pig just glitched out on us. It just, I don't know if it teleported somewhere or if it just disappeared. It was not being somebody else's meal. I was kind of disappointed in that because, I was going to chase him down with that knife and, take him out with the knife. So we go after another zombie. Nothing special. I think this one we actually get a headshot, hit the escape key there on accident. Yeah, and that's where I realized that I actually had the iron arrows, is when I got those 20 in that zombie there. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I had those. Derp-a-derp. It is what it is, I guess. So we're just gonna head back to the house, take care of a little bit of housekeeping, throw what we got on our little escapade. Or we're gonna cook the food first, get that going. Head upstairs to the chest, start taking care, throw all the stuff that we found inside the chest. We gotta start cooking up all that iron into smelted iron. That way we can use it for doors and stuff. And I'm gonna try to get a bunch on me, so that way when I'm down there and I'm digging out stuff, I don't have to come all the way back up to replace the iron pickaxe. Hopefully not too much longer. I mean, we're only level 4 or 5. I think we either hit 4 or we hit 5 this episode. So it'll be a little bit, but hopefully it won't take too long and we can get some steel smithing going. That'll give us some better tools and stuff. So, yep. So next episode, I'm planning on trying to find something special. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing makes sure you are able to be notified of future episodes. Thank you for being here with me, and we'll see you next time.